Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to the live stream broadcast of Albion women's basketball at home taking on the Bulldogs. We're almost ready to get started here, but first we're going to send it down to the PA announcer with his pre-game announcements. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to President on the campus of Albion College. We begin that Friday night semifinal women's basketball matchup between the Bulldogs and Adrian College. ladies and gentlemen. We're just about ready for tip-off tonight. Starting for the Brits, Elena Welker, Amanda Larson, Warren Reed, Sierra Cole, Rain Hinton. Starting game for the Bulldogs, Katie Shannon, Rachel Boucher, Riley Campbell, Chelsea Palmer, and Patrice Graves. Speaking of Patrice Graves, she finds lane inside passes. Instead, Chelsea Palmer puts one up and misses. Both rebounded by the Brits. Although Reed takes off the ball, passes down the right side. Sierra Cole looks for a pass. Finally finds Amanda Larson up top. Goes inside, Rain Hinton forces one up, and she misses, but there is a foul on the play. Foul beyond 15. Rachel Boucher. Boucher's first. The first free throw attempt is no good for Adrian. And she makes the second. First point on the board for the evening. Makes it 1-0 Albion. Rachel Booker finds the lane inside. She does not find the basket, but she does find a foul. Foul's beyond the Brits, Elena Welker. As Rachel Booker goes to the line. First shot in the air. And it's good. 1-1. She makes both. Amanda Larson inbounds to Lola Reed. Lola Reed wants to find the lane. She works her way around the defense and puts 2 points through the nets for the Brits. Riley came to find Patrice Graves on the right wing. Looking for a pass inside, doesn't see one. Instead goes top of the key to Rachel Booker. Booker goes inside, back to Patrice Graves. Puts up shot, heady contact, and foul is called. Coach Dorian Gardner for the Brits not happy with that call. Neither is Rain Hinton. Fouls on her, so that's almost to be expected. Patrice Graves put up 2 shots. The first is good. She makes both. Lola Reed starts to possession for the Brits. Takes it down the right side. Passes to Sierra Cole. Pass to Amanda Larson at the top 3-point line. She thinks about taking shots. Instead, she dribbles. Shot right away through the lane. Maybe finds contact. Shot can be blocked by Patrice Graves. Ball eventually finds Rachel Booker. Tries to make away past Elena Welker. Instead, passes to Riley Campbell. Campbell puts up a shot, but it's over the rim. Rebounded by Rain Hinton. Hinton giving it Lola Reed. Reed tries to win away in the lane. Assisting a big mid-range jumper, which hits the front of the rim and eventually misses. A little bit of a juggle for the ball underneath the net. Eventually it picked up. Now controlled by Rachel Booker. Booker's going to pass to Katie Shannon. Shannon works it out to Graves. Goes back to Booker. Booker tries to go inside. Can't make away past Welker. Goes back to Katie Shannon, who goes on the outside to Rachel Booker. 5-second shot clock. Booker goes outside. Riley can't heave one up there. She makes 3 points out of that. Possession that looked all but dead for Adrian results in a 3-point basket. Amanda Larson thinks about taking her own 3-shot. Instead, she's got past Sierra Cole. Sierra Cole's going to get back to Larson. Looks like Rain Hinton. Gets the pass in there. Hinton's going to force up a shot. Heavy contact with no foul called. That's going to go down as a miss for Rain Hinton. Katie Shannon looks for a pass for Rachel Booker. Booker's going to get it back to Shannon. Shannon tries to force her way past Lola Reed. set out foul looks to be called on Reed. It is in fact called on Reed. Rachel finds herself with the ball. She looks back to Chelsea Palmer. Gives it to Graves, who tries to give it to Chelsea Palmer, and there's a foul on that play. Looks like foul's going to be called on Amanda Larson. So four fouls so far for the Brits, each on different players. Ball finds way to Rachel Booker again. Booker's going to try to push away inside pass Reed. Instead passes to Riley Campbell's looking for an area. Finds Katie Shannon's going to force inside to Chelsea Palmer, who puts up a two right underneath the basket, but it's going to miss off the rim. Ball is scrambled for on the ground, and it's going to go the jump ball. Graves trying to get her hands on the ball for Adrian. That's Chick trying to get her hands on the ball for Albion. Jump ball results in Albion's possession. So Reed tries to take it through. That's on the outside. Fires on the three-pointer. Misses off the back of the rim. It's going to be rebounded by Riley Campbell, who forces the ball. Chelsea Palmer. The ball is picked off by Sierra. Sierra Cole's going to try to start some of the Brits down here. Works her way through Katie Shannon for a second before she tries to pass it out into the top of the key, and it's kick ball. So Albion will take this from the baseline. Lauren Reed looks inbound. She finds an open lane. Welker, who's just going to chuck up right there. No dribble necessary. It's going to hit off right side of the rim, go out of bounds. So Adrian will take possession. Riley Campbell controls Graves. She's all out play. That's Katie Shannon, right wing. Gives Chelsea Palmer at the top of the arc. Goes inside to Graves. Graves puts up a shot, but she's fouled. Looks like that foul's called on Beth Schick. It is in fact going to be called on Beth Schick. A couple of substitutions for the Bulldogs. Looks like we're going to get number 5, Kiara Warner. And we're also going to get number 25, Addison Bergman. Elena Welker finds herself trying to work her way through the lane. Pass out wide. Sierra Cole's trying to chuck up a shot. She puts it through that net. That's a three-point bucket for Sierra Cole. Takes our score to 8-6 in favor of Adrian at the moment. 5:30 left to go in this first quarter. As Riley Campbell finds herself with the ball. Puts the pass inside. To Addison Bergman. Ball eventually knocked out wide by Rachel Booker, who gives it to Kiara net. Rachel Booker finds herself the ball again, thinks about a shot, but goes inside instead. Puts it up, maybe looks for contact, does not. Denny also doesn't find a basket, so eventually the ball fast break to Elena Welker, who leads one up under the basket. It misses, almost rebounded by Graves. Eventually picked up by the Beth Schick's fire up a shot underneath the basket, and that's also missed. That one will be rebounded by Graves. Elena Welker came in, tried to make an interception on that pass. Ball goes out of bounds and stays with Adrian. Substitution for the Brits now. Number 5, Alicia Davis comes in the game. Alicia Davis, freshman from Fort Wayne. Rachel Booker finds herself looking for a shot down low. She puts one up, does not get it. Ball rebounded by Amanda Larson for the Brits. Low Reed drive the lane. She's going to put up a shot from underneath and make it. Two more points, which ties us up at 8-8 with 4.5 minutes left in this first quarter. We're going to take just a quick second to reset that shot clock. And while we're at it, substitution are going to come in. So returning to the game for both teams. First, Adrian is going to be Chelsea Palmer, the senior from Brooklyn, Michigan. And for the Brits, Rain Hinton, last year's leading scorer. Chelsea Palmer finds herself with the passes on the right wing to Kira Warnett. Passes up top, passes inside back. Chelsea Palmer puts one up. She's going to make two with that shot. Low Reed. Looks Alicia Davis. Alicia Davis has some space. She's going to try to drive past that fast kick. Ball is mishandled and out of bounds. Elena Welker is going to return the game for the Brits. And Tania Beavers is going to see her first actually tonight for the Brits. Warner passes to the top key. The ball work to the right side to Rachel Booker. Gives it back to Warner. Gives that back to Booker. Booker gives it to Riley Campbell. Campbell gives it to Addison Berg. He's going to put it up. The basket's no good, but there is a foul on the play. Foul's going to be on Tania Beavers for the Brits. That is Albion's fifth foul of the quarter. And shooting the line for the Bulldogs is going to be Addison Bergman. She misses first. She makes the second. Elena Welker coming up court with the ball. Looks to the ball to Rain Hinton. A little bit of a miscommunication pick, but the ball finds its way to the three-point line. And it's struck up, but good by Becca Ross. Riley Campbell's going to find herself looking for an opening. She finds Warner on the right wing. Who finds Bergman. Who finds Rachel Booker. Who finds Bergman again. Bergman's going to put a long-range jumper. It's rattled around the rim and eventually missed. Rebounded by Chelsea Palmer for the Bulldogs. Puts up a shot. She also missed off the rim. It's rebounded by Bergman. Bergman looks for a pass across the court. She finds Warner. Who puts the pass outside. Intercepted by Rain Hinton. Passes Alicia Davis. On a fast break. Looks for a pass. She's taking it on her own. Misses off the net. Rain Hinton out of nowhere comes out to get that rebound. Ball get back on Ross. She chucks up a long-range jumper. And she's going to miss that ball rebounded by Chelsea Palmer. And there's no foul on play. Albion is going to be on number 5, Alicia Davis, which will send us to the free throw line. Chelsea Palmer is going to shoot for the Bulldogs. Currently 42.9 free throw shooter so far this season. Bulldogs have been able to play 9 games, currently sitting at a record of 3-6. Addison Bergman's going to sub out the game for the Bulldogs, and Chris Graves is going to come back in. Go first, no good. Back on the court for the Britain will be Amanda Larson, the junior Howard City. She's going to give Rain Hinton a break. Hinton will find his seat. Take a breather, and no doubt be back shortly. 8.5 minutes left in this first quarter. Scores currently in favor of the Bulldogs. Amanda Larson, top three-point line with ball passes on the left wing. Alicia Davis makes a three-pointer. Chelsea Palmer to force away inside pass. Alicia Davis. That's she's going to pass it up top. Key. Patrice Gray tries to work inside. She puts up shot, misses. A little bit of scramble for the ball. I'm not sure where they're going to call this one. They're going to call this Bridge ball. And Larson bounds to Elena Welker. Welker takes across half court. Seems to be calling play. She's going to drive the lane, short jumper. Rattles off both sides of the rim, but it's rebounded by Geneva Beavers. Passes out of the three-point line. To Alicia Davis, get back to Beavers, and Geneva Beavers put 2 points on the board for Fritz. Patrice Gray just shucks up the shot, misses just a little bit short. Ball's rebounded and shot again by Katie Shannon. Misses, rebounded by the Fritz. Back to Ross, tries to put a pass over the right side, a little bit mishandled, out of bounds. Ball will go back to the Bulldogs. Subbing back into the game for Adrian. Will be number 30, Riley Campbell. Chelsea Palmer handles the ball, top key. Ball eventually finds its way to Riley Campbell on the left side. Gives it back to Chelsea Palmer. Palmer wants to work her way inside, but we've got a good double dribble on the play. So Albion will take over. Alicia Davis, freshman from Fort Wayne, Indiana, handling the ball up the left side of the court. Surveys the court, looks around for her options. She's just going to take it right lane, pass out wide. Rebecca Ross, who puts up a three, misses off in front of the rebounded by Katie Shannon of the Bulldogs. Passes way down the court. Little bit of missed target. Ball picked off by Amanda Larson, who's feeling a Welker. Welker tries to force away inside, pass out wide. Rebecca Ross, pass out top three-point line to Amanda Larson, who drains that three-pointer. Kenna Wilson jumps up with the ball right side. Passes inside Chelsea Palmer. Rebecca Ross tries to make a steal. Ball eventually mishandled, picked up by the Beavers. Alicia Davis went up before the end of the quarter. Just misses off the back of the rim. So at the end of the first quarter, the Brits have found their way back on top of the scoreboard. Albion 16, Adrian 12. 10 minutes down, 30 to go. Rain hits, we be subbing back in for the beginning of the second quarter. So far this season, Adrian sitting at 3-6, like we talked about earlier. Albion sitting at 1-2. Leading scorer so far this year for Adrian. Riley Campbell averaging 14 a game. While the leading scorer for Albion so far, no surprise, Rain Hinton, averaging 20 points a game. Rain Hinton has been a dominant force on this team for years and years. Now a senior, she's been a starter since she's a freshman. Last year, Hinton ended the season with 17 points per game, which led her team that way as well. She also led the team last year in rebounds per game with 7.66. Here we go. Ready to start the second quarter. Riley Campbell's getting inbound to McKenna Wilson. Wilson's going to find Bergman. Bergman looks around, tries to find Riley Campbell inside. They're going to switch play a little bit. Kenna Wilson open at the three-point line. Puts one up. Goes to the back of the rim. Rebounded by Elena Welker, who wants to push the tempo and find her way inside. She puts one up and fast breaking makes two with a foul shot to come. So Atlanta Wilkins ends that fast break play in 3 points. Bergman's going to look around her option. She passes across to Riley Campbell. Wants to try to make a move. She's got a three-pointer. She's going to around that three-pointer. Not a lot of space, but Riley Campbell apparently did not need much space at all. She put that one straight through the net. Rain hitting inside. She's got to work these Braves. Puts her way through. Finds a lot of contact from a couple different players. Three Braves. Katie Shannon. The basket was no good. There was a foul. Foul's going to be called on Three Braves. So Rain Hinton will find herself at the free throw line. Rain Hinton so far this year, 87.5% free throw shooter. She's going to look to add a couple more on right here. And she's making the first. It hung on the rim for a second. We were a little worried about commentators first, but she made that one. And she makes them both. Chelsea Palmer's going to return for the Brits. She's going to relieve Addison Bergman. Bergman will take a breather. As Warner is going to work all over. Pass to Katie Shannon. Going to look inside. Three well covered by Amanda Larson. Chelsea Palmer's going to try to work her way past Rain Hinton. She passes back to the Three Braves. Heads up defense and blocked by Amanda Larson, but it's eventually stolen by Chelsea Palmer. The two fight over the ball, and it results in a jump ball. Low Reed take the ball, starts that session. Passes out wide, Sierra Cole. Cole looks top to Amanda Larson. Looks on left to Welker. Welker looks creates space, maybe a play. She passes out wide, Sierra Cole. Works side, passes out wide to Amanda Larson. Puts up a three, she makes it. Lots of driving, lots of kicking, lots of ball minute, and eventually 3 points on the board for the Brits. Kendall Wilson's going to try to create something in response for the Bulldogs. She passes to Warner. Warner works her way inside. She's going to put one up. Misses, bounces off on the rim. Rebounded by Low Reed. Reed tries to work her way around. Looks for some space. Not a lot there. Still thinking about it. She works it inside to Rain Hinton. Looking for some kind of option. Ball is juggled a little bit eventually. On the floor, picked up by Chelsea Palmer. Gets it to Warner. Warner's caught by Larson and Cole. She's just going to throw that one off of Amanda Larson's shoe. And maybe draw something up here for the Bulldogs. McKenna Wilson takes a seat for Adrian. As Rachel Looker comes back out onto the floor. Looker stayed on the floor for a large portion of the beginning of this game before taking a break. Straight Braves works inside Chelsea Palmer. A little mishandled. She tries to just put it back in play. Picked up by Low Reed. Works down to Sierra Cole. Cole works it on a fast break. Puts one up. A little bit of a challenge there for her working around the defender, but she puts it in the net. Adrian's got to call a timeout. Coach Kathy Moore's in her 29th season with the Bulldogs. She's all this time out. Talk it over. Doesn't look like there's a lot of play strategy necessarily being drawn up. Mostly just, hey, focus up, let's talk, let's get it back together. Just a little bit of encouragement, a little motivation. I don't think anybody can say that Kathy Moore doesn't know what she's doing. It's hard to be somewhere for 29 seasons without being a good coach. When you talk to people who live in the Adrian area, everyone knows Coach. Everyone knows of her, and everyone speaks highly of her from my experience. And now her team's trying to make a good showing here. Chelsea Palmer works with Rachel Booker trying to work her way inside. She's stopped by Atlanta Welker. She still wants to work her way inside. She's stopped by Rain Hinton. Got a piece of that ball. Ball tried to be passed around by the Brits. Excuse me, by the Bulldogs. Amanda Larson picks it up, gives it to Sierra Cole. Passes out wide, low, Reed wants a shot, doesn't have the space. So she passes to Welker, who's going to work this possession. Welker gives it back to Reed, looking for a lane. Goes out wide, Sierra Cole's going to chuck up a three from long range. Misses off the back of the rim. Ball's rebounded by Chelsea Palmer. Given to Kiara Warner. Chelsea Palmer finds herself giving it to Shannon. Shannon wants to work her way inside. She's stopped by Reed, looking for some kind of an opening. She makes a tight pass to Chelsea Palmer, who puts up two. Very impressive case, Shannon. She did not have much to work with. She found a great pass to Chelsea Palmer.
Elena Welker wants to chuck up her own three-pointer, in and out off both sides of the rim. It's rebounded by the Brits' Amanda Larson, and a little bit mishandled, and the ball finds its way out of bounds as Delisha Davis comes back into this one. She's going to relieve Elena Welker. Maya Shiri is going to come into this game. Excuse me, Maya Shiri, as Rain Hinton finds herself driving the lane. Kicks it out wide to Amanda Larson. Maybe had some room, but not enough for her liking, so she gives it back inside to Rain Hinton. Tries to put one up. It's blocked by Chelsea Palmer. Ball now finds itself in Warner's hands. She gives it across the court to Rachel Booker. Booker guarded by Reed. Chelsea Palmer setting the pick, looking for the give and go. Ball's mishandled by Booker down low. It's picked up by Reed, but Booker wants none of that. She puts her hands on that ball, and she's going to be called for a foul. Amanda Larson is going to shoot a three from right in the middle of the arc, and she drains that one, no question about it. Adrian's going to start this possession with Riley Campbell. Campbell goes on the right side to Shirey. Shirey to Shatrice Graves. Graves to Riley Campbell, and Riley Campbell's going to make her own three. No doubt a little bit of an answer for Amanda Larson. Lolo Reed's going to pass to the right side to Delisha Davis. Davis with a little bit of a move and then drives the lane. Tries to work it across the court to Lolo Reed. Almost intercepted by Shirey. Well, the ball goes out of bounds off of Shirey's hands, so the Brits will retain possession as Rebecca Ross comes back into the game for the Brits. Delisha Davis takes the ball. Looking around for some kind of pass, she gives it to Rebecca Ross. Rebecca Ross gives it back to Lolo Reed. Reed wants to get past the defender. She's going to try to put it up, and there's contact on that play. And we've got a foul called on Adrian's number 14, Maya Shirey. Lolo Reed's going to look to inbound this ball. She finds Rebecca Ross. Rebecca Ross finds Delisha Davis at the top of the key. She's going to try to put up a three-pointer. Misses off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Amanda Larson. Larson works on the right side to Rebecca Ross. Ross drives the lane. Passes to Dania Beavers. Ball's a little mishandled and juggled. Finds his way back to Ross. Back to Amanda Larson. Larson works inside back to Beavers. Beavers is going to put one up off of the back of the glass and then misses off of the rim. Riley Campbell with the ball. Pass to Shatrice Graves. Graves to Warner on the left side. Warner's going to work her way all the way through the lane. Tries to pass to Riley Campbell. Is picked off by Delisha Davis. And Delisha Davis on the fast break rolls off the front of the rim. Ball's on the floor. Eventually picked up by Maya Shirey. And as soon as Shirey got her hands on that ball, Coach Morris called a timeout. Didn't want to risk anything. Bulldogs are going to make their way back out onto the floor. Onto the floor for the Bulldogs will be Maya Shirey, Kiara Warner, Chelsea Palmer, Addison Bergman, and Riley Campbell. As the ball is inbounded, given back to, the ball is eventually worked around and finds itself with Riley Campbell. Campbell goes on the right side, works inside to Chelsea Palmer. Palmer goes on the three-point line to Warner, who chucks up a three. Misses off of the rim, rebounded by Dania Beavers. Beavers gives it to Reed. Reed's going to start this possession for the Brits. Wants to drive into the lane. She does, but then she kicks out wide to Delisha Davis. Works it to the middle of the three-point line to Larson. Larson gives it back to Davis. Goes on the three-point line to Reed. Reed looks for a shot. Says never mind. Wants to go inside. She's going to put one up. Banks it off the glass, but then misses off of the rim. Ball's rebounded, and it's now handled. Inside by Chelsea Palmer. A little bit of a miscommunication on the defense for the Brits, but they will start over. 3 minutes left in the half. Score is Albion 29, Adrian 22. As Rebecca Ross finds herself driving the lane, kicks out wide to Amanda Larson. Larson had a little bit of space, not enough. Drives inside, she's gonna put one up. Looked maybe for some contact, didn't have any, missed, but got her own rebound. Gives it at the top to Keita Davis, who passes left to Lolo Reed. Lolo Reed puts up a shot. She misses off the rim. Rebound by Riley Campbell for the Bulldogs. Campbell passes to Warner. Warner passes to Bergman. Bergman looks for a pass. Finds Chelsea Palmer, who's probably going to try to drive that lane. She does. She puts up a shot. Misses off the back of the rim. Palmer and Amanda Larson both try to go for the rebound. Ball is eventually knocked out of bounds. As we get a couple of substitutions for the Brits. Rain Hinton comes in. Sierra Cole comes in. Shatrice Graves is going to come in for the Bulldogs as Sierra Cole starts this possession for Albion. She looks to just throw herself in the lane. Passes out wide to Delisha Davis. Davis to Rain Hinton, who thinks about a three. Passes inside to Beavers. Dania Beavers puts up a shot. Misses off of the rim. Rebounded by Adrian. Given to Riley Campbell, who works the right side, passes inside to Shatrice Graves. Graves, little spin move, puts up a shot. And it goes through the net, but traveling was called before the shot. So Albion will get the ball back. Welker starts with the ball. She calls a play. Moving down the right side, moving back to the middle. Nope, she fakes to the middle. Tries to drive inside, passes out wide to Delisha Davis, who puts a three-pointer up. Bounces off the rim a couple times and is eventually rebounded by Adrian's Shatrice Graves. Bergman works it inside and passes at the top of the three-point line to Shatrice Graves. Graves tries to pass out wide to Katie Shannon. And the ball goes out of bounds. Back in the possession of the Britons. So Hinton inbounds to Elena Welker. Welker is calling for some movement, calling for some kind of a play, some kind of emotion. She wants to get something started for the Brits here in the last minute 20 of this half. Ball finds itself with Rain Hinton. Hinton goes inside to Dania Beavers, who tries to work up a shot, and there's some, not necessarily contact with the player, but contact with the ball. Ball finds itself in a bit of a standstill, so we're going to call jump ball. And the ball will find itself with the Bulldogs. 1:13 left to go here in the first half. 29-22 in favor of the Britons. as Shirey works it across half court and then gives it to Addison Bergman. Bergman gives it to Katie Shannon. Shannon wants to play her defender. She drives the lane, tries to get it over Rain Hinton, but Hinton with the block. Ball is worked out. Ball is worked out of bounds. Last touch by a Bulldog. So Albion will take the ball again. 56 seconds here in the first half. As Elena Welker calling for some more movement, calling for some more motion. She goes inside. She wants to force up a shot. Lots of contact, maybe a hit on the arm. But the ref didn't see any sort of a foul, so he did not call one. Riley Campbell's going to work it across half court. She gives it to Addison Bergman. Bergman gives it to Katie Shannon. Shannon's looking for a pass. Shannon's looking for a pass. She finds a pass to Addison Bergman, who puts up a nice mid-range jumper and finds 2 points for the Bulldogs. 27 seconds left as the Brits start this possession. No shot clock on right now. She's going to take her time, a little bit of patience. Looks like she wants to have the last shot of the half. 12 seconds left. Works herself inside the lane. She's got a couple Bulldogs around her. Tries to pass, it's mishandled, but she finds it herself. And a foul is called. Adrian foul is going to be called on number 30, Riley Campbell. And that's Riley Campbell's first foul of the half, as Elena Welker finds herself at the free throw line. Definitely impressive for Riley Campbell, someone who started this game, has played a lot of minutes here in this first half. And she's definitely found herself working through defenders, playing defense on people, trying to work past her, and she has only had one foul. And it took almost the entire first half for her to get that foul. Definitely a smart player on defense on that Bulldogs roster. Welker's going to make one of her two, so that makes the score 30-24 in favor of the Britons with 2.8 seconds to play. As Bergman inbounds it, Campbell's going to try to just chuck one up. Did not get the shot off before the end of the first half. And that's all we've got for the first half so far. Plenty of action, plenty for you folks at home to watch. While we wish you could be in attendance tonight, folks, we are glad that you are here joining us for this live stream. Whether you're here for the Brits or you are here for the Bulldogs, we're just happy to be playing, and we're just happy that you were able to join us tonight. We're going to take a 15-minute intermission, and we'll be right back with the action after this break. So don't go anywhere unless you want to get a snack before we start this second half, because once we start, you probably won't want to go anywhere else. We'll be back in just a few minutes. right, second half of action underway. Albion's going to start the half with the ball. Lolo Reed's going to pass it on the right side to Amanda Larson. Larson's going to find her way inside, draw some contact, and put up a shot. She misses. The ball is rebounded by Riley Campbell. Campbell gives the ball to Rachel Booker. Booker is guarded by Sierra Cole. She's going to give the ball to Katie Shannon, who gives it to Shatrice Graves. Graves looking for a pass to Chelsea Palmer. Palmer gets the ball inside. And she's going to be called for a travel. Rain Hinton was in front of her playing some defense. Lauren Reed came from behind to play some defense. And eventually it results in a travel and possession for the Britons. Reed's going to give the ball to Elena Welker on the right wing. She's looking for a pass inside to Rain Hinton, but instead passes at the top of the key to Amanda Larson. She passes on the left side to Lolo Reed, who puts up a three-pointer, misses off of the rim. Rebound by Katie Shannon. Shannon is guarded tightly by Elena Welker, but gives the ball to Riley Campbell. Campbell was 3 for 3 on her field goals and 3 for 3 on three-point field goals in the first half. Hasn't missed a shot yet. Shatrice Graves passes it to Katie Shannon, who puts up a mid-range jumper and knocks it down. That's another 2 points for the Bulldogs as Amanda Larson inbounds to Lolo Reed. Reed works the ball inside, looking for some space. Tries to pass to Rain Hinton, a little bit of a misfire, but it's picked up by Amanda Larson. Larson gives it to Sierra Cole, who drives the lane and passes out wide to Lolo Reed on the three-point line. She puts it up and misses. The rebound again by Katie Shannon. Katie Shannon still with the ball, driving the lane, looking for a pass, finds Rachel Booker, who goes inside, gives it back to Katie Shannon. Shannon's going to put up a long 2 and miss. We appear to have a foul on the play. Foul is going to be called on 34, Shatrice Graves. Albion starts this possession. The last 2 Brits possessions have resulted in missed shots, both rebounded by Katie Shannon. We've got a pass intended for Amanda Larson. It's tipped by Chelsea Palmer, but eventually regained by Larson, who gives it to Sierra Cole at the top of the key. Cole's looking around for her options, drives lane, kicks out wide, attempts to get it to Lauren Reed, but it is tipped by Rachel Booker. So Albion will inbound that ball from the sideline. Sierra Cole's going to pass the ball in, gives it to Elena Welker. Welker's looking for Hinton, eventually drives and finds her. Hinton puts up a short jumper, misses off of the rim, which resets the shot clock. Rebounded by Amanda Larson, who tries to find some space and eventually gets fouled. And that foul is going to be committed by Chelsea Palmer. That is Palmer's first foul of the game. Did not draw a single in the first half, even though she did play 16 minutes of action. Shots put up by Elena Welker and misses. Rebounded by Shatrice Graves. Graves gives it to Booker. Booker gives it to Riley Campbell. Campbell looks for a pass inside. She's going to dribble around, find some other options. Ball's tipped, finds its way into the hands of Rachel Booker. Booker tries to back down Elena Welker, instead trips a little bit, but still maintains her balance and keeps the ball. We've got what appears to be a 3-second violation, and the Brits will take over. Lauren Reed works the ball to the left side of the court. Looking for a pass to Elena Welker, eventually finds her at the top of the key. She passes inside to Rain Hinton, passes outside to Sierra Cole. Sierra Cole passes the ball to Amanda Larson, who puts up a 3, bounces on the rim just a couple of times before it makes its way through the net. 3 more points on the board for the Brits. Riley Campbell's going to start this possession, give it to Katie Shannon. Shannon is going to give it to Rachel Booker. Booker's going to work her way inside, put up a bit of a floater. She does not find the net, but she does find a foul, and that foul comes courtesy of Lolo Reed. And that's going to be Lolo Reed's second foul of the game, which sends Rachel Booker to the line. And Kaya Warner is going to sub in for Katie Shannon. Katie Shannon definitely deserves a little bit of breather on that bench. Katie Shannon, only 5'6", still managing to make her presence known, driving the lane, and also getting heads-up rebounds on the defense. The second attempt by Booker is good. Lolo Reed's going to start this possession with the ball for the Britons. Going to work her way down with some pace before passing it to Sierra Cole in the right corner. Passes it to the top of the key to Amanda Larson. Larson gives it back to Cole. Sets a pick. Cole's going to try to find some space. Gives it back to Larson, who works it at the top of the key to Lolo Reed. Reed wants to drive the lane, works it around, puts up a shot, and she's going to be fouled on that play. That foul is going to be on Rachel Booker, who disagrees with that call. That's going to be Rachel Booker's third foul, sending Lolo Reed to the charity stripe for Albion. First shot is in the air and in the net. Second attempt on the way. Misses off the back of the rim, but it's rebounded by Amanda Larson. Larson looking for a pass. Wants to try to speed up the tempo. And a timeout is called by Doreen Carden. Coach Carden in, I believe, her 20th season with the Albion College Britons. Last year, the most wins ever in a single season by Albion women's basketball. A season in which the Brits finished 21-6. The Bulldogs make their way back out onto the court. Kaya Warner, Riley Campbell, Rachel Booker, Addison Bergman, and Shatrice Graves. And the Brits, Delisha Davis, Sierra Cole, Elena Welker, Rain Hinton, Amanda Larson. Sierra Cole wants the ball and gets the ball. She works her way inside, puts up a floater. It's in and out, spins around the rim before it misses. Rachel Booker finds herself on the right wing, guarded by Delisha Davis. Shatrice Graves tries to set a pick. Ball is worked out to the three-point line to Kaya Warner, who puts up a shot and misses. Bit of a scramble for the ball before it's out of bounds. Last touch by Adrian. So Amanda Larson will inbound the ball to Delisha Davis. Davis works her way across the half-court line. Passes inside to Rain Hinton, who wants to put up a shot. Misses, rolls off of the rim. Amanda Larson tries to get a pass out to the three-point line, but she's fouled in the process. That foul is going to come from Adrian's 34, Shatrice Graves, her second foul of this game. As Sierra Cole passes Rain Hinton at the top of the key, and Rain Hinton's going to put up a three-point shot. Misses just off the back of the rim. Delisha Davis with a rebound, takes the ball outside, then inside, then passes outside. Then Sierra Cole finds herself open on the three-point mark. She misses off of the rim. Rain Hinton's going to fight for that rebound before she puts up a shot, and she's fouled in that process. Rain Hinton's going to be fouled by 25, Addison Bergman. So Rain Hinton will go to the line as Chelsea Palmer checks into the game for the Bulldogs. Shatrice Graves will have a seat as Rain Hinton misses her first free throw attempt off the front of the rim. A couple of Bulldogs already back, ready to start their next offensive possession as Hinton makes the second attempt. A little bit of a press by the Britons. They're going to try to force some kind of a miscommunication out of the Bulldogs. Eventually, the ball's worked across half court. Finds itself with Riley Campbell. Campbell passes inside to Chelsea Palmer, who puts up a shot through the foul, and she makes that. She'll go to the line for one more. That foul is going to be called on Rain Hinton. Hinton's second foul. And Chelsea Palmer makes the and one for the Bulldogs. Delisha Davis looking for some kind of pass from Sierra Cole. She gives it to Cole. Cole gives it to Larson at the top of the key. Larson passes back to Davis on the left side. Davis trying to get past the defender. She passes Rain Hinton, who makes a long jumper. Hinton with a long two. She wants to make her presence felt in this game. Riley Campbell's going to pass to Rachel Booker on the right side. Booker's looking for some kind of a pass. Addison Bergman wants the ball, but Campbell's going to give it to Palmer instead, who gives it back to Campbell, who gives it back to Palmer. Palmer gives it to Booker. Booker looking for some kind of an opening, but the Brits' defense is not giving a lot of room. Ball's eventually worked to Booker on the three-point arc. She's going to shoot and miss. That rebound comes from Amanda Larson. Welker works the ball down the court as Rain Hinton wants to throw up a shot on the fast break, and she is fouled. Hinton's going to be fouled by Riley Campbell. So Hinton will go to the free throw line as Rebecca Ross subs into the game. Along with Olivia Deeds, who sees her first action tonight for the Britons. Pardon me, 44 is going to be Athena Sampson. Sampson finds herself with the ball. She passes Rain Hinton. Hinton looking to work her way inside. She passes to Sierra Cole, who's wide open for three. And she's going to miss off the rim, but is rebounded by Athena Sampson, who makes her first bucket. And according to the stats in front of me, that is her first bucket as a Briton. Rebecca Ross is going to try to force a turnover, almost picked up by Ross, but instead the ball's picked up by Riley Campbell for the Bulldogs. Campbell passes on the left side to Warner. Warner wants to work her way inside. She passes to Bergman at the top of the key. Bergman wants to go inside. She is met by a wall named Sampson. And instead she's going to put up a long jumper, which goes through the net. So we've got a foul on the play. The foul's going to be on Albion's Rebecca Ross. And Coach Carden seems to be a little confused on the foul. She wants to make sure that she understands that. So the referees will give her an explanation. And Ross is going to come off of the court. Bit of a long discussion, but everyone's just trying to make sure that they're on the same page. Coach Morris looks like she may want a bit of an explanation as well. No problem with making sure that everyone is on the same page, folks. Riley Campbell passes to Kyle Warner. Warner guarded tightly by Elena Welker, so she passes to Katie Shannon. Shannon tries to pass to Addison Bergman, and that ball is picked off by Elena Welker. Welker wants to push the tempo. She wants to go inside, but she passes out wide to Delisha Davis, who puts up a three-point shot, misses off of the rim. And that ball was rebounded. That ball was rebounded by Courtney Crawford for Adrian, and there appears to be a foul on that play by Elena Welker. That's Welker's second foul of the game. So Adrian will take the ball and start this possession. The ball is handled by Kaya Warner, who looks for a pass. She tries to pass to Katie Shannon. Almost picked off by Delisha Davis. Ball's passed back to Warner, almost picked off by Welker. Ball finds its way in the hands of Riley Campbell, who puts up a shot and misses off of the rim. Rebounded by Delisha Davis. Davis wants to push the tempo. Davis wants to find a little bit of an opening. Now we're going to slow it down. We're going to pass to Rain Hinton. Hinton wants to make some space for herself. She passes out wide to Elena Welker, who puts up a three. And Elena Welker is going to knock down 3 more tallies for Albion. So we now find ourselves 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Albion 42, Adrian 32. Bergman passes to Shannon. Katie Shannon going to work her way inside. Pass out wide to Riley Campbell on the right wing. Campbell guarded tightly by Sierra Cole. Heads up defense by Sierra Cole, who's going to work the where she's going to work the ball out of Campbell's hands. The ball finds its way onto the floor. They're both going to fight for it and grab hold of it. So we've got a jump ball on that play. Adrian's going to inbound the ball from the baseline as Rachel Booker checks back into the game. Maya Shirey inbounds to Bergman. Bergman looking for a pass. She finds. Eventually, Katie Shannon works her way inside. And the ball was definitely touched by Elena Welker. But the ref saw more than just the ball. And he's going to call a foul on Welker right there. So Welker now finds herself with 3 fouls in this game. And Katie Shannon finds herself at the free throw line. Elena Welker's going to take a break. And Lolo Reed's going to sub into the game for her. Elena Welker, no one can argue, is too quiet. Elena Welker is always communicating with her teammates, making sure everyone knows who's got who's where on defense, what plays are going to be called next, who do we need to worry about, what do we need to focus on. Elena Welker is the communicator on this Britain's team, and she plays a vital role. Delisha Davis finds herself with the ball at the top of the three-point line. She's looking for some kind of a play. She passes on the right wing to Sierra Cole. Cole's going to pass it at the top of the key to Rain Hinton. Hinton wants to stand up Bergman and drive the lane, and she forces her way through the lane and puts the ball through the net, but they're going to call an offensive foul on Hinton on that shot. So we're going to erase those 2 points, and Adrian will take the ball. 1:12 remaining in this third quarter. Albion 42, Adrian 33. Katie Shannon takes the ball across the half-court line. She passes to Addison Bergman. Bergman works it to the left side to Rachel Booker. Booker works his way. Eventually, the ball finds its way inside, right underneath the basket with Courtney Crawford. Crawford puts up a shot. She's fouled in that process. And that foul is going to be on Rain Hinton. So Hinton now finds herself with 3 fouls, as Courtney Crawford goes to the line for the Bulldogs. Correction, she's going to find herself with 4 fouls so far in this game. So we've got 1 quarter and 58 seconds remaining, and Rain Hinton only has 1 foul to give. The Britons try to work the ball inside. It's picked off by Katie Shannon. Shannon's going to work it on the right side to Maya Shirey. Shirey gives it to Bergman. Bergman wants a lane. She doesn't find one. She gives it to Rachel Booker. Booker wants to work inside. She's trying to work her way around Amanda Larson. Passes it out wide to Shirey. Shirey steps past the defender, puts up a mid-range jumper. It goes off the front of the rim. Ball is rebounded. Eventually finds itself with Katie Shannon. Shannon gives it back to Shirey. Shirey wants to work some kind of a play. Gives the ball to Booker. Booker's looking around and finds Katie Shannon. Shannon finds Bergman, who puts up a long 2. Misses, bit of an air ball over the rim. Ball finds itself with Courtney Crawford. And it appears to be a foul on the play. They're going to call a foul on Lolo Reed for the Brits. Courtney Crawford is going to shoot for the Bulldogs. She makes the first one. And Courtney Crawford makes both. Coming into this game, Courtney Crawford was a 67% free throw shooter this season. Nicole Sweetland is going to check in for the Britons as Delisha Davis takes the ball up the court. Katie Shannon waiting to meet her and play some defense. Tina Sampson wants to fake a pick. Delisha Davis passes out wide to Nicole Sweetland, who fires one up, tries to beat the clock, and the shot falls just a little bit short. So we've got 1 period left to go here. The good news for the Britons is they're up 6 points going into the fourth quarter. The score is 42 Albion, 36 Adrian. That's the good news for the Brits. The bad news for the Brits, they find themselves in a little bit of foul trouble as 3 starters have at least 3 fouls. Elena Welker finds herself with 3 fouls. Lauren Reed finds herself with 3 fouls. And Rain Hinton finds herself with 4 fouls. Here we go, folks. 1 quarter left to play here at Kresge Gymnasium. Albion currently leads Adrian 42-36 as Delisha Davis tries to work her way into the lane, and she's fouled right at about the 3-point line by Katie Shannon. Katie Shannon has played this entire game without fouling until now. Delisha Davis works her way inside, passes out wide to Sierra Cole. Cole works inside, passes at the top of the key to Amanda Larson. Larson goes inside, passes out wide to Delisha Davis. The driving kick, drive by Davis, gives it to Athena Sampson before the ball is knocked out of bounds, but the Brits will retain possession, and 9 seconds are currently showing on the shot clock. Davis looks for a pass, finds Sampson. Sampson with a nice short jumper to put 2 points on the board for Albion. Rachel Booker finds herself with the ball looking for a pass. She finds Shirey. Shirey finds Bergman. Bergman finds Shannon. Shannon finds Courtney Crawford, who answers with 2 points of her own. The Adrian bench is on their feet. They're loving what they see right now. Delisha Davis passes across the court to Sierra Cole. Cole thinks about a shot. She thinks again. She passes to Amanda Larson. Larson drives inside. Passes back to Sierra Cole. Cole wants to work her way around the defense. Instead passes to Delisha Davis. Davis maybe trying to slow the tempo a little bit. Passes to Nicole Sweetland, who puts up a shot. Maybe tipped in the process, but she misses off of the rim. Shirey with the rebound. Shirey gives it to Bergman, who gives it to Booker on the right side. Booker gives it to Katie Shannon. Shannon looks for a pass. She finds one in the form of Bergman. Bergman gives it to Booker. Booker finds herself top of the free throw line, passes to the left side to Bergman. Bergman wants to work it inside. The ball's tipped by Larson and finds itself in the hands of Delisha Davis. Davis gives it to Sierra Cole on the left side. She's going to slow the tempo down. Reset, gives it to Larson, who gives it to Delisha Davis. Davis looks for a play, looks for some kind of an opening. Gives the ball to Nicole Sweetland, who goes inside and gives it back to Davis. Davis hits a mid-range jumper and misses off of both sides of that rim. Shirey's going to want to slow that tempo down. She says, hang on, wait, let's think about this. Ball finds itself inside with Courtney Crawford, who misses off the back of the glass. Sierra Cole now working the ball as a couple Brits look to rejoin their team. Sierra Cole goes inside, gives it out wide to Nicole Sweetland, and Nicole Sweetland's going to knock down 1, 2, 3 points for Albion. Elena Welker's ready to sub in, but she's also on her feet liking what she sees. She wants to hype up her teammates, see if we can get a good run going here for them. Katie Shannon passes to Bergman inside. Bergman passes out wide to Shirey. Shirey goes inside. A little bit of a nifty pass back to Crawford. Crawford to Bergman. Just outside the free throw line. She passes to Rachel Booker, who also goes to the free throw line. Eventually, the ball's worked outside to Shirey, who puts up a three-pointer and misses off the front of the rim. Sierra Cole's going to take the ball down the court for the Britons. She's going to try to work her way past Katie Shannon, finds space, but not enough time. Delisha Davis wants to go inside, though, and she puts a shot up, misses off the back and then the front of the rim. Rachel Booker wants to work down the court fast and then pass it out wide to Shirey. Shirey gives it to Bergman. Bergman goes across the court to Katie Shannon, who puts up a long two-pointer and misses. Ball's rebounded by Amanda Larson, who gives it to Sierra Cole straight away. And we got a timeout, Brits. Doreen Carden wants to call that timeout. 6:31 left in this ball game. Brits find themselves up 47-38. Elena Welker and Lolo Reed are going to sub back into the game for Albion. Both Welker and Reed sitting currently with 3 fouls next to their name. Well, like we said, only 6:31 left in this game. So far this quarter, this final quarter, we've only seen 1 foul so far. Folks, we want to thank you again for joining us for this live stream broadcast of Albion women's basketball. My name's Jake Moss, and I've been taking you through commentary so far tonight, hoping to finish it off. And as we said earlier, again, we wish you could be here, but we're just happy to be playing and glad you could at least watch us from the comfort of your home. Elena Welker and Lolo Reed do indeed check back into the game for Albion. And Welker's going to inbound the ball to Lolo Reed. Reed works her way down the left side, looks for a pass. She finds Welker at the top of the key. Welker's going to work her way inside and put up a little bit of a floater. Misses off the front of the rim. Rebound by Chelsea Palmer for the Bulldogs. Chelsea Palmer and Shatrice Graves did check into the game for the Bulldogs. Rachel Booker passes on the right wing to Riley Campbell. Campbell looks for a pass inside to Shatrice Graves, but she's covered tightly by Amanda Larson. Campbell still with the ball, finally passes to number 20, Taylor Besgrove. And we got a timeout. Adrian. Coach Morris wants to talk it over. .556 left to go here at Kresge Gymnasium. Albion currently leading Adrian 47-38 as Lolo Reed starts this possession for the Britons. Looks to be calling some kind of a play. Gives the ball to Sierra Cole. Cole gives it on the left side to Elena Welker. Welker wants to work her way inside. Rachel Booker wants to play some solid defense. Ball is eventually stripped by Chelsea Palmer, but then Nicole Sweetland strips the ball from Palmer. So the Brits find themselves with the ball again. Welker's going to work the ball on the right side to Nicole Sweetland, who drops 3 points in the net for the Britons. And Rain Hinton on the sideline just loves it. Shatrice Graves, top of the free throw line, wants to work the ball inside now. Finds herself on the floor with the ball. And heads up play by Amanda Larson. She's just going to put her hands on the ball and force a jump ball. Athena Sampson going to sub back into the game for the Britons as Riley Campbell looks to inbound this pass. Long pass to Taylor Besgrove. Besgrove gives it right back to Campbell, who's guarded by Lolo Reed. Campbell puts up a long three-point attempt, misses off the rim. Rebound by Amanda Larson, who is immediately fouled by Chelsea Palmer. Lolo Reed finds herself with the ball, works it down to the left side, gives it to Elena Welker at the top of the key, wants to drive it inside, maybe looking for a pass to Sweetland. Adrian was ready for it though, so she gives it to Lauren Reed. Lolo Reed works it inside. She finds a little bit of space, and she puts up a shot, but before that shot, the referee called the travel on that play. So Adrian will start a new offensive possession. Riley Campbell takes it across half court. Campbell puts up a layup, puts it off the glass, and then eventually misses off the front of the rim. We've got a bit of a scrum for the ball underneath, and we got a jump ball on the play. So Albion will take possession. Addison Bergman is going to sub into the game for the Bulldogs, while Rain Hinton is going to sub back in for the Brits with just one foul left to give. Lolo Reed takes that ball across half court, tries to stand up Taylor Besgrove. She passes on the right side to Nicole Sweetland, and Nicole Sweetland misses just off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Amanda Larson. Larson works her way through the defense and finds Lolo Reed at the top of the key. Works it back inside to Rain Hinton. Hinton looking for a pass. She goes to Elena Welker, who thinks about a shot, and then she thinks again. And she's going to drive inside and put up a layup, so 2 more points come to the Britons, courtesy of Elena Welker. Heads up play, smart play by Elena Welker, looking at all her options before she made that decision. Riley Campbell wants to drive inside. Amanda Larson wants to say no. And Rain Hinton playing some defense on Shatrice Graves. Graves tried to put up that 2-pointer, and Hinton got right in her way. Elena Welker's going to try to force her way inside. And there's some kind of foul on this play. Let's figure out what this is. We've got a blocking foul on Adrian's 15, which is Rachel Booker. The ball's inbounded to Rain Hinton. Hinton trying to work her way around Shatrice Graves. She puts up a shot and bounces off of the rim. So that shot does not go down, but she'll have a couple more chances to put points on the board for the Britons. Hinton misses the first off the front of the rim. She's going to try for one more. And she's going to knock that down. 3:19 left to go in this one. Albion 53, Adrian 38. Riley Campbell passes to Addison Bergman. Bergman passes to Taylor Besgrove, who puts up a 3-pointer. Misses off the back of the rim, rebounded by Shatrice Graves underneath. Graves puts up a shot with 3 Brits around her and is fouled on that play. That foul is going to come from Elena Welker, who's now got 4 fouls next to her name. Shatrice Graves is going to try to shoot a couple of free throws for the Bulldogs. But before we do that, we've got several substitutions. Kaya Warner, Maya Shirey, and McKenna Wilson going to sub into the game for the Bulldogs, while Delisha Davis comes back onto the court for the Britons. Graves is going to miss her first free throw attempt off the front of the rim. And she misses that one off the back of the rim, but it's rebounded by Addison Reed, who puts a nice two-pointer off the glass. Lolo Reed passes to Amanda Larson, passes on the left side to Delisha Davis. Davis wants to work the ball inside, instead passes to Nicole Sweetland at the top of the key, passes out wide to Lolo Reed. Lolo Reed thinks about a shot, she fakes, drives inside, passes to Larson at the top of the key. Larson looks for some kind of a look, she goes inside, looks for a pass, finds one in Lolo Reed outside. Lolo Reed looks for a pass herself, goes to Delisha Davis at the top of the key. Davis wants to go inside. They're going to call a 3-second violation on that play, so Adrian will take over. Shatrice Graves trying to put up a shot inside. She's able to put a shot up, but it goes over the rim. Several players trying to rebound, and the ball eventually finds its way out of bounds. Last touch by Adrian. So the Britons will take over as Amanda Larson inbounds to Lolo Reed. Lolo Reed gives it back to Amanda Larson. Larson calling for some help from Nicole Sweetland. Gives it to Sweetland. Sweetland finds a pass to Lolo Reed. Lolo Reed drives inside, passes outside to Delisha Davis, who works her way inside, puts up a shot, finds a lot of contact. That foul is going to be on McKenna Wilson for the Bulldogs. And Delisha Davis will find herself at the line as Courtney Crawford subs into the game for Addison Bergman. 1:59 left to go here at Kresge Gymnasium. Albion women's basketball currently leading Adrian 53-40. Delisha Davis going to take another attempt at this free throw. And she makes it. Maya Shirey takes it across half court, passes out wide to Kaya Warner. Warner gives it to McKenna Wilson. Passes inside, outside to Kaya Warner, who puts up a shot, misses just a little bit long. Rebounded by Delisha Davis. Davis finds herself with the ball at the top of the three-point line, guarded by Maya Shirey. Works it inside to Rain Hinton. Hinton puts up a shot, misses off the glass. The ball appeared to last be touched by Kaya Warner, and the Britons will retain possession with 17 left on the shot clock as Tiffany Burgess finds her way onto the court for the first time this game. And she's going to be joined by Beth Chick as well. And Beth Chick passes up top to Tiffany Burgess. Burgess gives it to Lolo Reed. Lolo Reed calling for a pass to Tiffany Burgess. Burgess works her way inside, passes out to Beth Chick. Beth Chick puts up a three-pointer, misses off the front of the rim. So Shirey finds herself with the ball for Adrian. Gives it to Graves, gives it to Wilson. Wilson passes out wide to Kaya Warner. Warner fakes and then eventually goes inside, tries to work her way past Delisha Davis. Davis's defense was just a little too tough, so she missed that shot, and then Delisha Davis finds herself with the ball for the Britons. Gives it inside to Rain Hinton. Hinton goes out wide to Tiffany Burgess, who passes to Beth Chick. Beth Chick passes up top to Lolo Reed. Back to Beth Chick, back to Tiffany Burgess. Burgess wants to pass inside, and that ball was deflected by Taylor Besgrove. And Kaya Warner works it inside to Shatrice Graves. Beth Chick with some heads-up defense, but Graves still able to make that shot. Delisha Davis looks to be slowing down the pace. 20 seconds left on the game clock. 1 second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. She looks like she just wants to dribble this out. She might not even want to really take a shot. She might just say that's all for this possession. Or maybe not. She's going to chuck up a long 2, and she's going to make that. Oh, they call it a 3. She's just going to chuck up a 3-pointer at the end of the shot clock. And while that ball's in the air, the game clock went 0 as well. So that's all we wrote here at Kresge Gymnasium. Your final score, Albion College, 57. Adrian College, 42. Folks, we want to thank you for joining us once again. As I've said multiple times tonight, we wish you could be here in person, but we're happy you could be here at all. So we want to thank you for joining us from the comfort of your home. I've been Jake Moss, taking you through commentary for this game. We hope that you're able to join us for the next one. We will have a broadcast of the men's game against Trine University this Saturday. Thank you as always, folks. We hope that you have a great night. I would say drive home safely, but you're already home. So have a great night. Let's go, Brits.